Hey y'all, Kid Gravity. It's birthday month, and we all know with birthday month you get a whole list of content, even more so than I usually upload. But before we get into that, I would just like to thank everyone who's either become a subscriber, a member, or just casually found my videos. Thank you, and thank you. Now on to the upload. Damn, you might as well run Deion his fade. Hey y'all, Gravity, any day above ground, live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Fatlock, Jason Whitlock, Whalelock, whatever the hell you want to call him. He has an unhealthy obsession with Deion Sanders. As a parent, I want you to hear this. And if you're not a parent, I still want you to hear this. But as a parent, I'm more concerned about what Jason Whitlock said than what Deion Sanders is doing at Colorado.
Right before the game, he's telling the kids, this is about me. Play my theme music. And then Deion and his other worshipers, or the worshiper that gave his hype speech, jumps off the pedestal and comes down and daps up Deion and hugs him up. This entire thing is about Deion, and it's about Deion being worshiped. This is dangerous. And again, I'm not saying Deion's going to create a mass suicide, but he's modeling a form of behavior that leads to self-destruction. Any grown person, any mature person, any person claiming a Christian faith should see this and call it out for what it is. Deion is poisoning those young men. Maybe some of them are smart enough and grounded enough in the word, they can see through Deion's BS. But the way the media has celebrated Deion, the way the culture has celebrated Deion, the way sports fans have celebrated and defended Deion, those young men have every right to believe, hey man, what Deion is doing is right. And when I get a chance to be in a position of leadership, to be given some authority, I should make myself an idol and try to bait the people following me to worship me and to use me as their guide and to turn everything into a celebration of me. And I should try to be relatable to young people. He's feeding young people a poisonous mindset. He's feeding you a poisonous mindset. This is not what mature leadership looks like at all.
All right, y'all. So you heard the clip, and you also hear the music in the background. You know what it's about to be. Okay, so if you were watching the clip, he basically just called this man Jim Jones. And we all know who Jim Jones was. He went down to Guyana, brought a whole bunch of gullible people down there, and made them drink the poisonous Kool-Aid. So he's basically saying what Deion has done in his first season at Colorado was have a whole bunch of young men drink the poisonous Kool-Aid along with the rest of the country. Talking about the media's obsession with Deion it basically means he needs to be studied. I'm going to show you an article in a little while that is further from the truth. But okay. We know Jason Whitlock doesn't like Deion Sanders. He doesn't like flamboyant, confident black men. We know this. And it's quite funny, again, that Stephen A. Smith had to call him out. But that's not who the subject is. Now, I had said months ago, Deion would go 9-3 and get a bowl game. Because he had the aura of, he's brand new. He could probably catch something. Okay, I was wrong. He went 4-8. All right. Now he understands how the NCAA is. He understands that these teams are going to be looking at his team a lot more stringent. And He didn't really make the adjustments, and he has a lot of learning to do, which is fine. First year coach is not always gonna hit the mark. All right. But the fact that Jason Whitlock is sitting there applauding that he got figured out and takes glee every time they lose a game, it's unhealthy. And he's saying that he's making it all about him. I mean, he's the face of the program. I understand that you want the quarterback or the star player or the Heisman hopeful to be the face of the team, but we know in college football, the usual face of the team, unless they're stellar, is the coach. And you brought up Nick Saban under there too. Nick Saban, when you say Alabama football, they say Nick Saban. Just like when they bring up Colorado football, they're going to say Deion. They're going to say Jim Harbaugh at Michigan. It is what it is. The top teams in the country, their coach is usually the face. They're the ones that get paid the most as a state employee. And they're the ones doing the interviews. They're the ones creating the play calling. They're the ones bringing in the money to the university. We understand this. It's funny that you've never said this about any other coach, but we know you love Nick Saban. But going down, let me show you this article just to show how wrong Jason Whitlock is about the coverage of Deion Sanders. Tabernacle. So this is a Sports Illustrated article that just came out yesterday. Now I'm recording this on the 28th of November. It says, Deion Sanders loses 3 commitments after taking a shot at NCAA's recruiting policy. So if you've been paying attention, he had 3 decommitments. A quarterback, I think a running back, and I forget the other position player, but I'm sure they have it in the article. So let's read it real quick. 3 college football recruits have decommitted from Colorado since Buffalo's head coach Deion Sanders called out the NCAA for its practice of allowing players to still go on visits after committing to a program. Last week, after receiver Winston Watkins Jr., okay, so it was a receiver, reopened his recruitment, Sanders proposed that the NCAA modify its recruiting policy to prevent players who have already committed to a program from keeping their options open. He said, quote, "A kid ain't even faithful to his girlfriend. You think he's going to be faithful to a school? Come on, man. That's an emotional thing," Sanders said, per The Atlantic's David Ubben. "What I wish the NCAA would do, if you're committed somewhere, you can't go on any other visits," he continued. "If you're committed, that means you're committed. You can't go on no other visits. Why would you be committed, but you're still letting kids go on other visits? That means you just playing." Antoine Hill Jr., a 4-star quarterback in the 2025 cycle, decommitted from Colorado on Sunday. Then on Monday, 3-star quarterback Danny O'Neal and 2025 running back Jamaris Walker rescinded their commitments to the Buffalo's program. Wilder, who had been committed to Colorado since August, told On3's Hayes Fawcett that his recruitment is 100% open. Colorado finished the 23 campaign 4-8 overall after starting 3-0 in Sanders' first season leading the program. The Buffaloes lost their 6th consecutive game when Utah defeated Colorado 23-17 on Saturday. Yeah, Jason, kind of sounds like, yeah, you're right. The media is being biased towards Deion in a positive way. Yeah, because he had LeBron and Terrell Owens and other people on the sidelines. Okay, it was the trendy thing to do. Just like when LeBron was in Miami, everybody and their mother ran down there to go watch him play. Or when he was in Cleveland. It is what it is. They go where it's hot. Where to be seen. This guy is hilarious, folks. But you're right. The media was sucking him off the whole time. You're right. Which is why, as he started losing games, he got less and less coverage. Right. But I also want y'all to see this, because I had just seen this before I started recording the video. I want to show you something. I want to show you a quote he said in his latest rant about Deion. It actually came out, I think, yesterday as well. Tabernacle. Now, this is a quote from Jason Whitlock's latest podcast. He couldn't even wait right back off Turkey Day, which he probably ate 3/4 of it. He put this out on his show. I'm going to spare y'all the video. It said, Jason Whitlock, Deion doesn't have to be consistent for the Deion groupies. All Deion has to be is popular, cool, full of swag, and promoting rap culture. Promoting rap culture. Okay, we know where this is going. The key ingredient, obviously, is Deion has to be black. Okay. His skin has to remain dark. As long as his skin remains dark, he's cool. He wears gold chains and he promotes hip hop and rap culture. Deion can do no wrong. His skin remains dark. All right. There are no standards for him. There's no standards. Are you serious? There's no standards. How about the standard of his school that's employing him to win games? To draw money, to get recruits. That's not a standard. Got it. Okay. He won 3 more games than last year. Nobody has ever done that before in the history of college football. A 1-11 team going 4-8 the next year. That's never happened. Oh, Northwestern went 1-11 last year. They have a first-time head coach that took over for Pat Fitzgerald, and Northwestern won 7 games this year. But that coach, he's not black. He's not hip hop. He's not cool. He doesn't wear gold chains and sunglasses. Oh, in 2013, Mike McIntyre took over a 1-11 Colorado team and went 4-8, finished in last place. The exact same record as Deion. He's not black. He's not cool. It just didn't hit the same. It didn't feel the same. What really matters is what RG3 tweeted out. No one in history has gone from 1-11 to 4-8 while attracting as many viewers and as much attendance as Deion. So Deion is groundbreaking and making history because the evaluation of Deion isn't about wins and losses. It's not about quality of play. It's not about any of those things. Deion is going to be evaluated based on attendance. He's going to be evaluated like he's the marketing and sales department of Colorado. Sir, that's what the coach is. That's part of his job. He has to bring the money in. Trust me, if he goes 4-8 again, they're going to get rid of him. Okay. He's an unbelievable success at ticket sales, and so nothing else matters. It doesn't matter if his words make any sense on a week-to-week basis. Colorado sold out games. Rappers came to the game. It was fun to watch Colorado, and that's all that matters. The fact that Bill McCartney won a national championship there, well, you can't do that anymore. No one can win in Colorado. Ticket sales are all that matters. I don't know who the hell said that. The fact Gary Barnett went to a bowl game virtually every year, those are unreasonable expectations. Those expectations of winning consistently are for white people. Lord have mercy. You're right. You're right. There's no black coaches that's ever won a bowl game in college football. You're right. You're exactly right. Okay. Cool. When you're black, you don't have to win. You have to create a circus and sell tickets. That's what really matters. That's the standard we're holding Deion to. Did he create a circus and did people come and see the circus? That's Deion's standard. So Deion Sanders went from Jim Jones to a ringleader of a circus. Okay. And you wonder why you're not on mainstream media sports stations anymore, or at a newspaper or reputable sports blogging site. You're on the Blaze because they needed a sports correspondent so they can appear to be hip. All right, family. Like I said in the beginning, I think it's time for Jason Whitlock to run Deion's fade, because this is wild out here. You're comparing a first-year coach to, I'll say it like this. I actually just thought of this. You're comparing him. I get it, Jason. You're not comparing him to the college football people. You're not doing that. You're comparing him. You're taking Deion Sanders and you're making him Mark Jackson when he coached the Warriors. And you're trying to say that he can't attain that Steve Kerr standard where Steve Kerr, his first year, they won the chip. That's what you're doing, if I have to use a metaphor. Newsflash, sir. We all know college football is not just about the 12 games they play a year. It's about recruiting you. It's about bringing in the money. It's about selling the team. It's about getting recruits. We understand that. He learned. Now, in the second year, who knows? He could be better. They could go 6-6. They could maybe go to a bowl game. But you'll still hate. You'll come out and say, oh, he made it to the Liberty Bowl, but Deion had such a great team, he should have been at the goddamn Outback Bowl or the Cotton Bowl. This is how Jason Whitlock thinks. If you're not white, you're supposed to be held to a lower standard. Yet we all know that black coaches are always held to a high standard. But okay, we know he loves him white people. You know, he's like Steven in Django. We know. We understand. Oh, boy. But anyway, I think I'm done. So I'm going to get up out of here. But you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.